Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this special episode 200 of this series, we're going to go and play JFK but in the US for a little special schedule. If you've not seen any of the other episodes on the channel, feel free to check them out, and there'll be a link in the description to the last episode. If you do have any questions, comments or feedback throughout the video, please drop them in the comments and I will take a look. So into this episode then, I thought we'd do something a little bit special seeing as we're on episode 200. So firstly, just thank you for everyone's support throughout the whole series of this. We've been doing it for quite a while now, and there's obviously been a lot of new airports since we started doing it. But I thought I'd go to one of my favourite ones for today of JFK. I did ever think of doing things like Manchester or Heathrow, but we've done that quite a lot on the channel. I generally try and play Manchester on these special ones or when I'm doing schedules. Heathrow's been played quite a lot, which obviously from my home country, but one I do like is JFK in the US. So we're going to go and play this today with a special schedule. And what the challenge is for today is we're going to try and handle 200 aircraft in an hour, which I have no idea if we're going to be able to do this. But I thought, why not for episode 200, let's try and do 200 aircraft. So we've got a custom schedule built, which I have actually loaded up and tested, and it doesn't show there's any cancelled flights. It's very departure heavy. So the plan is to try and use 3-1 left and runway 4 right for departures, and then our arrivals will come in 3-1 right. That's pretty much it, to be honest. There's a lot of aircraft scattered around the airport, mainly just because there's loads of catch-alls on the terminal files to make sure everything loaded in. But yeah, we're going to see how we get on, and this should be a lot of fun. So I'm going to just quickly show you this schedule, which does look a little bit crazy. So all I've done with this is just take my previous one, and we'll just bumped up this 11 AM hour. So if I just toggle the regional stuff off, so we have 190 normal movements, which I think gives us just under 40. And then a handful of GA arrivals as well. So in terms of arrivals, it's not necessarily too busy, which is why we're going to have to use 2 departing runways. I don't know how we're going to get 150 departures out in an hour. We might even end up having to use 3 runways. We might have to use 4 left, 4 right, and 3-1 left. But we're going to have a lot of traffic trying to push at the same time. So this is going to be a little bit more crazy than a SAP schedule, I think. But I wanted to go 200. I wanted to put a little bit of GA in there just to mix things up, try and make it a little bit more difficult. We use intersections and stuff like that for where we want to move. We're going to have to try and plan this out before we start moving anything. But yeah, it's around 160, I think, if you include the GA traffic of departures, and then around 40 arrivals. So we've got 4 times as many departures. The reason I've done that is because unless we were to use multiple landing runways, we would pretty much struggle with the arrivals, and I do prefer moving a lot of your departures. That kind of makes things a little bit more. So we'll get the additional window up and I'll kind of explain what we're going to be doing and how we're going to get everything set up. So to start with, this is obviously we're in the tower. Cameras wise, we have F7 above the tower, F8 as well. We have F9. Apologies about some sort of a lag at time, but we do get some just because of the volume of traffic. We have F10 over here, and then we have F11 over here for runway 4 left. Probably not going to be using that today. This is going to be our heavy section, so we're going to have to set F11 to there. This airport has always been very frame heavy, so we might get a little bit of lag here and there. But yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to drag this across. As I said, if I go back all the way, we'll just have a quick look around, so you can see how busy it is. Like there's just aircraft absolutely everywhere. There is catch-alls and stuff like this, so you'll see stuff parked randomly down here. Probably stuff parked down here after, general stuff parked in the cargo aprons and stuff like that, but it was the only way I could get things to load in. So yeah, you just got like random deltas in this cargo apron, but plenty of cargo traffic as well. Same over here, we'll have a lot of stuff parked over here with FedEx, and yeah, just stuff scattered absolutely everywhere. I think these are more like maintenance areas, just stuff parked in there. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything up here. But you'll see like this area is absolutely rammed as well. Even in here, we do have a nice jet blue green one. So some special liveries, hopefully. So we'll probably put it from F7 the majority of the time. As I said, we're going to be running 3-1 left and runway 4 right to start with for departures. So we're going to have to try and bring everything kind of up here. And the reason we're going to use 4 right is because if we use 4 left, we've still got to get everything across. So you'll see we've got one direction of taxiways. So Bravo's got to go that way and Alpha's got to go this way. What we're probably going to do is all the JetBlue stuff and everything coming from over this side, we're going to use 4 right. So we're going to taxi them via Zulu, and we're going to give them full length on here. I don't even know what that intersection is. I'm guessing it's probably Zulu. And then the rest of the traffic, so all the heavies from like down this way, all down here, we're going to bring them all the way along Bravo and Juliet and take them off from Juliet Alpha, Juliet Bravo and Yankee. The smaller stuff like the GA traffic and everything, we'll probably just take off like Kilo Echo or Kilo Delta. Probably even take some of like the Embraers off at Kilo Delta and stuff like that. We do also have Kilo, but they do struggle to go off Bravo and then Kilo there. So yeah, we'll probably take most of that stuff Yankee. If we do get extremely busy, then we'll probably take some over to 4 left, and then start sending a few things off 4 left as well. But for now, we're just going to stick with running that. In terms of inbounds, we'll just follow the general taxiways, so it's just going to be taxi along Bravo or taxi in via Alpha. Probably going to have to use a lot of taxi to the intersections, so I am going to use, like, probably end up zooming in and out of this. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. We'll get going. Yeah, probably going to be quite busy, but we'll see how it goes. I can probably zoom this in to about there. I'm just making sure I don't miss anything over that top side. But we can just zoom in and out of this if we needed to as well. I just so I remember this stuff, so if we're taxiing into intersections, it's just remembering what's what really.
American 8906 with information November.
But yeah, let's get moving. So we do have a camera over there, I think, which is here, so we can get them. American 8906, pushback approved, facing west. You see how busy this area is going to be. I said if we had an aircraft coming in right now, we'd probably just taxi them via Bravo and get them to hold short of stuff. So like via Bravo and Tango Alpha, just get them to hold short of Tango Alpha. And then we'll get them in wherever we need to. Most of this traffic is going to go out this way. We're going to take them up Bravo. Again, we can always send stuff to 4 right if we need to. If this area starts getting too congested, we can also send stuff to 4 right. But yeah, everything kind of over this way. Even from here where Golf is, we'll probably send this stuff up Zulu. And then we can see either give them 4 right or full and 3-1 left. JetBlue 4016, pushback approved, facing north. We have a lot of different JetBlues, don't we? JetBlue have some very interesting liveries. Don't know why that's just gone down. But yeah, all this area just always generally seems to be JetBlue, I think. I think that's generally JetBlue. You get some more JetBlue in here, but mainly like Deltas, you get Virgin, and all the Delta stuff. And then this is more of your international one. I think are they building a new one over here? Can't remember. Nice Korean A380. I've not seen one of them on this game for a long time, and the 747. But yeah, that's generally your international stuff, and then this is more of your Americans, BAs, Finners, all that kind of group stuff. All your cargoes over there, and then here you get like the rest of your international stuff. So yeah, got some Condors, you get Alaskas. I think like Erlingus and stuff parking here. All that kind of stuff. Stuff that has, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, okay, more stuff needs moving. JetBlue 3651 pushback approved, facing south. I'll push them the wrong way. JetBlue 4016, pull back to the gate. Not too late.
I'm on the taxiway already. JetBlue 4016.
I can't do anything with him. I've messed him up already. That's one deletion. I was hoping we weren't going to have any deletions, but we've got one deletion already.
JetBlue 500 with information
JetBlue 2486, pushback approved, facing east. Yeah, he'll go that way. Okay.
Pushback approved, facing east.
American 8906, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Bravo Juliet.
Runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Bravo Juliet. American 8906. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 8109 are on final 31 right.
Arrival, JetBlue 8109, runway 31 right to clear to land. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get on, because obviously all the arrivals are planned in the hour. I don't know whether we're going to get all, I don't think we're going to get 150 departures out of 2 runways, but we're going to have to just send stuff no matter what. Just keep sending and sending.
JetBlue 8795 with information November. Requesting push and start.
Okay. Very busy on the JetBlue front. We're going to get these guys over to 4 right via Golf and Zulu. I'll give all these crossings now. American 8906, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. American 8906.
He's pushing that way.
Kennedy ground. JetBlue 3651 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 3651, runway 4 right at Zulu via Golf Zulu.
Runway 4 right at Zulu via Golf Zulu. JetBlue 3651.
JetBlue 8861, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east.
There is 3 taxiways there, and I have no idea how you use any of them. You've got inner, outer, and heavy, I'm guessing. But he's pushing the right way.
JetBlue 8861 with information November. Requesting push and start.
It's very JetBlue heavy right now. Zoom goes back in.
Kennedy ground. Delta 3766 with information November.
Requesting push and start. Delta 3766, pushback approved, facing south. Yeah, we've got to remember we're always facing south here with this tower. I think this is the main tower because you can see all the runways, but there are like ramp towers wherever.
Kennedy ground. JetBlue
Not sure where.
2486 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 2486, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 3651, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 2486. Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 3651. Kennedy Tower, Alaska 706 on final 31 right.
Just got to keep an eye on that area over there, just because I can't really see that on my ideas right now. So just have to keep it together. Oh, where are you? You're right here, aren't you? Copper 3140, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Copper 3140.
JetBlue 8 is not ready yet, is he?
Kennedy ground. JetBlue 8861.
JetBlue 8861, runway 4 right via Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 5001, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 4 right via Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 8861.
He's not ready yet.
Pushback approved facing east. JetBlue 5001.
Keep an eye on that stuff. Guessing most of the main stuff will probably go first, and then all the overflow stuff will probably go towards the end, because that's what it generally does. Delta 3766, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Bravo Juliet, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Bravo Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 3766.
JetBlue 3651, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Go on and have a look at this. So he's going to come down here. He's got to cross 31 left, that's the only problem. JetBlue 3651, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 3651, runway 4 right at Juliet. Is that Juliet?
Cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 3651.
JetBlue 2486, runway 4 right at Juliet. JetBlue 3651, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Runway 4 right at Juliet.
American 8906, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay, we've got to get Cobra moving.
Runway 4 right at Juliet.
Cobra 3140, taxi to the intersection of Hotel Bravo and Alpha. That's
Runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 3651. Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Delta 5844, heavy pushback approved, facing south.
Departure. American 8906.
JetBlue 5001, runway 4 right at Juliet via Zulu, cross runway 4 left.
Taxi and hold at the intersection.
JetBlue 3651, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 2486, runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 8795, pushback approved, facing east. JetBlue 3850, pushback approved, facing east. Where's he going? Going up there.
Pushback approved facing south. Delta 5844.
Connie 6679, a heavy pushback approved, expect runway 31 left.
Runway 4 right at
Juliet, via Zulu. Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 5001. Runway 4 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 3651.
We're not doing too bad so far.
Runway 4 right. Line up and
Okay,
wait.
JetBlue's landed.
JetBlue 2486.
JetBlue 810 on a taxi to ramp. Just going straight in there, so that one's easy.
Pushback approved facing east. JetBlue 8795.
Nothing else down there at the minute. Everything's up here.
Pushback approved facing east. JetBlue 3850.
We do have to be careful with the landings of runway 4 right, because they kind of rotate pretty much as that arrival is. JetBlue 2486, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. You're using every into that runway, so I can't really do it. JetBlue 8861, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 5001, runway 4 right at Zulu via Zulu.
Runway 4 right. Clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Alaska 706, runway 31 right, clear to land. Frontier Flight 517, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right.
Cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 8861.
Yeah, but this is where we need to be careful, because
Runway 4 right at Zulu. Via Zulu. JetBlue 5001.
they're going to rotate literally like right next to
Runway
each
31
other.
right. Cleared to land. Alaska 706.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right. Frontier Flight 517.
JetBlue 8861, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 3766, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 3140, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 5844 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Hotel Bravo Alpha Juliet. Delta 5844 heavy, cross runway 4 left. Virgin 8932 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Connie 6679 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Romeo Bravo. American 3113 heavy, pushback approved, facing west. Alaska 706, taxi to terminal. Frontier Flight 517, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 3850, runway 31 left via Zulu. JetBlue 8795, follow company. Delta 3136, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 5001, cross runway 31 left. Delta 3140, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Runway 4 right. Clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Okay, they were
Contact
pushing,
departure.
Alaska's
JetBlue
coming
8861.
into here.
Runway 31 left. Clear for immediate takeoff. On
JetBlue
reaching
6520,
altitude 1000,
pushback
contact
approved,
departure.
facing east.
Delta 3766.
JetBlue 5738, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. JetBlue 9066, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 31
JetBlue
left.
5001, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Cross runway 4 left.
Delta 3140, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 6308, pushback approved, facing north. American 8288 heavy, pushback approved, facing west.
Runway 31
JetBlue
left.
3850, cross runway 4 left.
Bravo, Alpha, Juliet.
JetBlue 8795, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left.
Endeavour 866, pushback approved, facing south. Gonna let him land and then get him rolling in a minute.
Approved, expect runway 31 left. Virgin 8932.
Frontier Flight 517, runway 31 left via Zulu. And I'm going that way.
At the intersection of taxiway Bravo and Kilo Echo.
Frontier Flight 517, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Please go the right way.
Pushback approved facing
JetBlue 5001, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 5844 heavy, cross runway 4 left. Virgin 8932 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha.
Taxi to terminal. Alaska 706.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha.
Delta 8472, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 5844 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 5738, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 7170, runway 31 right, clear to land. Delta 6308, taxi to the intersection of Hotel and Alpha.
Follow company, JetBlue 87905. Runway 31 right, clear to land. Delta 3136.
Okay, these guys are
Cross runway 31 left.
Delta 3136.
5001.
Taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. No, send him around that way.
Runway 31 left.
American 8288 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. American 3113 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. I'm just going to send all them guys that way for now. FedEx 2054 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. JetBlue 9066, runway 4 right via Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 6520, pushback approved, facing east. JetBlue 3850, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Endeavour 866, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Endeavour 1738, pushback approved, facing south. Alaska 614, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. JetBlue 3719, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. JetBlue 5738, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Virgin 8932 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Alpha Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Virgin 8932 Heavy, runway 4 left via Golf Zulu, hold short of Yankee, cross runway 4 left. Virgin 8932 Heavy, runway 31 left via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 6308, runway 4 left at Yankee via Alpha Juliet, cross runway 4 left. There goes the Delta.
Runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 5001.
American 31908, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 31 left.
Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
JetBlue 6520, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right.
Call 3140.
JetBlue 3850, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 8795, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 6308, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. Delta 8472, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Alpha Juliet.
Pushback approved, facing west. American
Alaska 614, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 3719, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 8795, can wait, he's going that way.
Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 3850.
Delta 1388 Heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 7170, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey.
Cross runway 4 left.
JetBlue 8795, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier Flight 517, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 9066, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 9066, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 6308, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 8257, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. American 31908, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 3600, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Silkwest 3167 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. FedEx 2054 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. Frontier Flight 517, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude at 1000, contact departure. Virgin 8932 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. And JetBlue 6520,
Endeavour 866.
runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 31 left.
Any more pushes?
Frontier Flight 517.
JetBlue 7170. Taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha.
Runway 31 left, via Foxtrot, Zulu, cross runway 4 left.
JetBlue 9066, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 5738, cross runway 31 left. Endeavour 26679 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Virgin 8932 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I don't know what this WUP is.
Runway 4 right, clear for immediate takeoff.
Aviation 748, approved, expect runway 31 left.
5001.
Aviation 748, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 3600 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. We're just going to leave him there for now.
Cross runway
Okay.
4 left. Delta 5844.
JetBlue 5738, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 8472, cross runway 4 left. Funny 6679 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 8288 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet.
Taxi and hold at the intersection.
JetBlue 5738, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 6308, cross runway 31 left. Endeavour 866, runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 3133 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Delta 1786 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. American 3198 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. American 3311, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. FedEx 2054 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Delta 1388 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. Okay. JetBlue 3718, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 6308, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Endeavour 866, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 8472, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 90819, pushback approved, facing south. Endeavour 1738, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. Delta 3136, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Hotel Bravo. American 8288 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 541, runway 31 right, clear to land. Alaska 614, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 7170, taxi to terminal. JetBlue 8257, taxi to the intersection of Delta Alpha and Alpha. JetBlue 7976, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 6308, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 8472, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 6520, cross runway 31 left. Spanish 6679 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 3113 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 5977, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 3311, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Southwest 3167 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Romeo and Bravo. FedEx 2054 Heavy, cross runway 31 right. American 541, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. JetBlue 6520, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Endeavour 1738, cross runway 4 left. American 3600 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. On a 6679 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 8288 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 9819, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 2103, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 1786 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Kilo, Foxtrot and Alpha. Up Aviation 748, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo via Bravo. Southwest 1580 Heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 3719, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 3719, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 3136, taxi to terminal via Golf.
Runway 31 left.
FedEx 2054 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left.
Delta 5844 heavy.
American 8288 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3133 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1271, pushback approved, facing south. American 3198 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 5977, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. American 3311, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 3414 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2396 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 1388 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 3719, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 614, cross runway 31 left. American 3198 Heavy, hold position. American 3113 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Endeavour 1738, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1786 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 3198 Heavy, continue taxi, cross runway 4 left. Alaska 614, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Southwest 3167 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Yeah, they're all moving. Southwest 1580 Heavy, taxi to ramp. Let me just quickly check where he's going.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Echo Alpha, JetBlue
I don't know why he
5738.
come off that way. Delta 1271, pushback approved, facing south. Alaska 614, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3600 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1388 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Alpha.
Runway 31
JetBlue 8257, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Echo Alpha. No. That's fine, that'll do. JetBlue 7976 is pushing.
Taxi and hold
No,
at the
what's
intersection
this?
of taxiway Hotel and Alpha.
Northeastern 424, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Endeavour 1738, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 5977, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Egypt 6781 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2396 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 3311, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway.
JetBlue 8257, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. FedEx 205. American 3600 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. American 3198 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1271, taxi to the intersection of Kilo, Foxtrot and Alpha. Delta 2103, taxi to the intersection of Kilo, Foxtrot and Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo.
Yeah.
American 8288 heavy.
JetBlue 7976. Taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 5180. Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right. American 541. Taxi to terminal via Tango Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo.
Here's the Honor 1688 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. 0 rotating. American 3198 heavy. Runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Delta 9819. Runway 31 left. Line up and wait. JetBlue 7976. Runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu. Cross runway 4 left. WestJet 1268. Pushback approved. Facing south.
Runway 4 right via Zulu.
Northeastern 424. Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec. West 1580. Heavy cross runway 31 right. Northeastern 424. Hold position. American 3414 heavy. Run. Okay. American 3414 heavy. Taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. JetBlue 7976. Runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu. Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 5667. Runway 31 right. Clear to land. Northeastern 424. Continue taxi.
Runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. Cross
Okay.
runway 4 left. Endeavour 866.
Delta up Aviation 748. Runway 31 left. Line up and wait. Delta 1271. Runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 2103. Runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 4710. Pushback approved. Facing south. Up Aviation 748. Runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Okay, they were going Egypt 6781 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. American 5494 pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. Okay. JetBlue 5180 runway 4 right via Alpha Foxtrot Zulu. Cross runway 4 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right. Alaska 614.
Okay, he's moving, he's moving.
Pushback approved.
American
Expect
5977 runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. West 3167 heavy. Runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 539 pushback approved facing south. American 2396 heavy. Runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. American 3311 runway 4 no. American 3311 runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 9819 push no. Delta 9819 runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. FedEx 2054 heavy. Runway 31 left. Line up and wait. Delta 2484 heavy. Pushback approved facing south. Brickyard 2448 pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. Yeah, they're all moving. They're all
Runway 4
moving.
right. Via Foxtrot.
JetBlue 5019 pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right.
JetBlue 5738.
We're going to get WestJet to 4 right as well.
Indicated
JetBlue
demand.
2857 cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 8257 cross runway 31 left. FedEx 2054 is lining up. They're all moving, they're all moving, they're all moving.
Runway 4
Here's the
left,
Honor 1688
via
heavy taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo.
Cross runway 4 left. Virgin 89.
FedEx 2054 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. JetBlue 8257 runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 1786 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. WestJet 1268 runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. JetBlue 5667 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. UPS 6418 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. American 7144 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 8257, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 7976, cross runway 31 left. I think we're doing a pretty good job here. We're going to let him taxi down here first. Alaska 5371, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 1786 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 2103, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 2484 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha, via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 539, a taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo. Delta 4710, a taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo. Egypt Air 6781 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Brickyard 2448, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 5494, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Okay. JetBlue 5019, a taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. American 5846, runway 31 right, clear to land. WestJet 1268, cross runway 4 left. Delta 2484 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Alpha Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Get him moving. Delta 8841 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Okay, they're all moving. JetBlue 90118, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Whereabouts is he going? JetBlue 5667, taxi to terminal. JetBlue 79076, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 1271, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 2103, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 7065 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Negative. Unknown command. American
Cargo 7169 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 6418 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Bravo. UPS 6418 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Bravo.
Pushback approved, expect runway 4 right, JetBlue 6520. Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
American
JetBlue
1136,
3850.
pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 7976, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 5180, cross runway 31 left. Delta 1271, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 4573, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 4600 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Is this going to be close?
Runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 8795.
JetBlue 7976. LL 1000 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. Going to be close this.
Runway 4
JetBlue 5180, cross runway 31 left.
Delta 6308.
American 5977, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Runway 31 left.
They'll be fine.
Bravo, via Alpha. Juliet.
Delta 539, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 4710, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 5180, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 1268, cross runway 31 left. American 5977, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2396 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 7065 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Hotel Bravo.
Taxi and hold at
Delta
the
8841 heavy,
intersection
taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo.
Alaska 614.
Delta 8841 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Kilo Foxtrot and Alpha. American 3414 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo. We need to get
Taxi
in
and hold at the intersection of taxiway
LL
Alpha,
1000
Echo,
heavy.
Alpha, JetBlue 3719er.
Taxi to the intersection of Alpha and LL100 heavy, taxi to the LL1000 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Alaska 5371, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. ISO 9577, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 90118, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 8868, runway 31 right, clear to land. American 2396 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Silk West 3167 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 7065 heavy, runway 31 left via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 6754, pushback approved, facing south. Egypt 6781 heavy, runway... No. Egypt 6781 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo.
Runway 31 right.
X Flight 68, pushback approved.
Delta 1388
X Flight 68, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 7144 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. JetBlue 5019, don't crash. JetBlue 5019, runway 4 right via Foxtrot to Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Alaska WestJet 1268, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Silk West 3167 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 6418 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. UPS 4600 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Bravo. UPS 4600 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Sierra. Cargo Lux 7169 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Romeo and Bravo. Yeah. American 5846, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. ISO 9577, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 90118, runway 4 right via Foxtrot to Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Alaska 5371, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 538, runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 3414 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 8841 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 1136, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 4573, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 5846, taxi to terminal via Tango Alpha. JetBlue 8868, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Oh, we're just going to have to leave them. I don't know where WestJet is.
At the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Whiskey.
WestJet 1935, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 7470, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 539, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 7639 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 5019, cross runway 31 left. American 3311, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 6754, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
Cargo Lux 7169 heavy, runway X Flight 68, taxi to the intersection of Quebec and Bravo. Cargo Lux 7169 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. JetBlue 9654, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Where's LL going? LL 1000 heavy, taxi to terminal. JetBlue 5019, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 90066.
Don't worry, it's going 4 lane. JetBlue 3923, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. ISO 9577, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. UPS 4600 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 3311, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 7065 Heavy, runway 31 left, climb up and wait. Aviation 1688 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, crash runway 4 left. Brickyard 2448, runway 31 left at Kilo Delta. American 5494, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Egypt 6781 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 31 left.
Pushback approved. Expect
JetBlue 9118, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 9118, runway 4 right, line up and wait. UPS 7639 Heavy, taxi to terminal. Just want to check if he's going. Giant 9604 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Giant 9604 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 3600.
Delta 7605 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for. Delta 7065 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 2484 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. UPS 1584 Heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 8868, taxi to terminal. WestJet 13... Delta 7470, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. They're all lining up. Brickyard 2448, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Endeavour 4901. Actually, one second, I don't know where he's actually going. Endeavour 4901, pushback approved, facing south.
Southwest 3167 Heavy.
Endeavour 8664, pushback approved, facing south. JetBlue 9118, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 5371, crush, runway 31 left. WestJet 1935, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. Delta 7470, crush, runway 4 left. WestJet 1935, crush, runway 4 left. JetBlue 9654, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. American 953 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. X-Flight 68, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. ExecJet 17, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. ExecJet 579, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Cargo Lux 7414 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 953 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2971, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 1584 Heavy, taxi to ramp. JetBlue 9904, runway 31 right, clear to land. ISO 9577, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu. JetBlue 3923, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 6345, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 5467 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Brickyard 2448, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Egypt 6781 Heavy, crash, runway 4 left. American 7144 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, crash, runway 4 left. UPS 6418 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, crash, runway 4 left. Alaska 5371, crash, runway 31 left. Alaska 5371, runway 4 right, line up and wait. ISO 9577, crash, runway 4 left. JetBlue 9654, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, crash, runway 4 left. JetBlue 3923, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, crash, runway 4 left. JetBlue 1809, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. UPS 9312 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Giant 9604 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. ExecJet 579, he's not ready yet. American 953 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Reno 776 heavy, pushback approved. Reno 7776 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 7802, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 2484 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3414 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Alaska 5371, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet is there. Delta 7470, cross runway 31 left. And JetBlue 6345, runway 4 right, via Alpha Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Okay. Brickyard 1051, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 9904, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. ExitJet 579, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. ExitJet 17, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Cargo Look 7414 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 2971, taxi to the intersection of November Charlie and Bravo. American 3414 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 4710, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 7470, cross runway 31 left. Delta 7470, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 1935, cross runway 31 left. Endeavour 491, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 5467 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 31 left, clear for immediate
Delta
takeoff.
7802, taxi to the intersection of Kilo, Foxtrot and Alpha.
Flight 517.
Endeavour 8664, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. WestJet 1935, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 1809, runway 4 right via Alpha Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. UPS 1584 heavy, cross runway 31 right, hold short of Tango Alpha. UPS 90312 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Sierra. Giant 9604 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Sierra. Giant 9604 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Sierra. American 2372, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2971, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Finnair 471 heavy, taxi. Finnair 471 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 4710, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Brickyard 3931, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 6754, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Aviation 1688 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. ISO 9577, ISO 9577, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 4922, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 9904, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Brickyard 1051, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 5766, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Endeavour 8664, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 7802, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. Delta 3946, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 5467 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Hotel Bravo and Alpha. Okay, they're moving. Giant 9604 heavy, taxi. Giant 9604 heavy. Giant 9604, taxi to the intersection. Giant 9604. Giant 9604 heavy, taxi to the intersection. I'm gonna delete him. He just doesn't like me for some
Taxi
reason.
and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 7170.
Okay. WestJet 1935, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. ISO 9577, runway 4 right, line up and wait. American 1136, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 4573, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 6754, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Marina 7776 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Then 471 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec via Bravo. Then 471 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec via Bravo. American 1599, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 9312 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec via Bravo. Then 6709 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 5766, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 4794, runway 31 right, clear to land. Asiana 1688 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 4 right, cleared for
Delta
immediate
5467
takeoff on reaching
heavy.
altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 9066.
Delta 5467 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 8841 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 5494, runway 31 left, line up and wait. What's K? Cayman 6258, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Exit Jet 579, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. Exit Jet 17, runway 31 left at Juliet Echo. No. Exit Jet 17, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. November 83 Juliet Bravo, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. November 83 Juliet Bravo, approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 7802, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1568 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. LL 2593 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. JetBlue 9904, taxi to terminal. Brickyard 1051, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf. JetBlue 4922, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. UPS 1584 heavy, continue taxi. American 2372, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Check where he's going.
Cross runway 31 left.
German Cargo 5106 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 7802, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. ISO 9577, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 9654, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 9654, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Runway 31 left, at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Connie 6679
They're all
heavy.
moving. JetBlue 3389, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right.
Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. on
Cargo
reaching
look
altitude
7169
1000.
heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. UPS 4600 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 5494, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 8841 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 9654, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 3923, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 3923, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Brickyard 3932, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu.
Negative. Need pushback truck. Up Aviation 748.
JetBlue 953, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 1568 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Kilo Echo. Delta 8841 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Egypt 6781 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Finnair 6709 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 1599 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 9776 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 3364 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Condor 5086 heavy taxi, no. Condor 5086 heavy pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 363 runway 4 right, clear to land. No. JetBlue 363 runway 31 right, go around, contact departure. JetBlue 5766 runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 3923 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Egypt 6781 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 6418 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 6345 cross, runway 31 left. JetBlue 6345 runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 52901 pushback approved, facing south. Delta 3946 pushback approved, facing south. X-Flight 68 runway 31 left, line up and wait. Okay. Cayman 6258, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. November 8, 3 Juliet Bravo, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. November 5-2 India Alpha approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2354 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 5366 runway 31 right, clear to land. Okay. X-Flight can wait.
Pushback approved, expect
JetBlue 4794 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the
Is that
intersection
Delta
of
ready?
taxiway Bravo and Kilo Echo via Bravo. American
Delta
3600
3364 taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. Delta's touching down.
Runway 4 right,
Where's he
line
need
up
to
and
go
wait.
in?
JetBlue 573.
Tokyo 1051 taxi to terminal via Alpha. X-Flight 68 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 953 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 3199 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 6345 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Tokyo 3932 cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 1809 cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 1809 runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 4922 taxi to terminal. Delta 2147 pushback approved, facing south. UPS 6418 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Brickyard 3932 cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 1809 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. JetBlue 1809 runway 4 right, line up and wait. Endeavour 491 runway 4 left. Endeavour 491 runway 31 left. Endeavour 491 runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 1568 heavy, runway 4 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 52901 taxi to the intersection of Kilo Foxtrot and Alpha. American 953 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 1568 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American Cargo Lux 7414 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 1809 runway 4 right, 1 second. Southwest 7864 runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 1809 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 5766 cross runway 31 left.
Cross runway 4 left.
Endeavour 491 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 1136 runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 7144 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. LL 2593 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Hotel and Alpha.
Runway 31 left.
Delta 3946, pushback approved, facing south.
Taxiway 8 heavy.
November 8, 3 Juliet Bravo, runway 31 left at Mike.
Runway 4 right. Cleared for
Delta
immediate
3113 heavy,
takeoff.
pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. There shouldn't be many more, there's still a backlog of departures here. American 3642 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. German cargo 5106 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Okay, he's down. JetBlue 7829 runway 31 right, clear to land. Delta 3364 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. American 5366 taxi to terminal via Tango Alpha. RS 7864 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Delta 5593 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Funny 18, what is that? Cargo King 1897 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. RS 7864 hold position. American 1136 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 953 pushback approved, facing south. JetBlue 3199 runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 5291 runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 31 left.
Delta,
Line up and
yeah.
wait. Endeavour 866.
American 2354 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 6749 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. RS 7864 continue taxi. JetBlue 5766 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Brickyard 323, Brickyard 3932 cross runway 31 left. American 7144 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 5467 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Cargo Lux 7414 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 2971 runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Marina 7776 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Marina 7776 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Exit jet 570 all fine. Spinner 471 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. UPS 9312 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Is he rolling? Delta 5467 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 4600 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 953 runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. JetBlue 47901 taxi to terminal. JetBlue 3389 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Delta 5593 taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. JetBlue 7829 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. UPS 4600 heavy. American 1884 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. Oh, moving.
Pushback approved, facing south. Delta 1786 heavy.
We need to get this guy out. November 8 3 Juliet Bravo, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Exit jet 579, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
American 3198 heavy.
American 2372 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 3642 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. UPS 6749 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Sierra. Delta 3113 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. I've got a mess down here somewhere.
Taxi and hold at the intersection.
JetBlue 79 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right.
FedEx 205 for heavy.
JetBlue 259 pushback approved, sure. Delta 2147 runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. Delta 3364 runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. November 83 Juliet Bravo runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Reno 1967 Super pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. November 52 India Alpha taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. American 2354 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 9776 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Delta 1526 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Exit jet 579 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Exit jet 17 runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Taxi and hold at the
This is
intersection of
crazy.
taxiway Alpha and
I don't think I've stopped talking. I had a drink for the first time after about an hour.
Runway 4 right, via Foxtrot.
Endeavour 2271 pushback approved, facing south.
3719er.
Brickyard 3932 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 953 cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. Delta 2147 cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. JetBlue 259 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Airway 7864. Taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf. JetBlue 3389 runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu. Hawaiian 8282 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 79 runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. Delta 405 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Singapore 6527 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 5617 runway 31 right, clear to land. Okay, I've got to get this guy. JetBlue 7829 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Delta 5593 can wait. American 1884 heavy taxi to terminal via Tango Alpha. American 3383 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Reno 1967 Super pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Exit jet 17 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 953 continue taxi. Delta 3364 cross runway 31 left. Delta 3364 runway 4 right, line up and wait. LL 2593 heavy runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Alpha Juliet. Come on. LL 2593 heavy runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 2147 continue taxi. Delta 3364 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 4600 heavy runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 3199 runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 4573 runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 3946 taxi to the intersection of Kilo Foxtrot and Alpha. Up Aviation 918 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. UPS 6749 heavy taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Delta 1526 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Condor 5086 heavy taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 2276 pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. FedEx 9284 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. UPS 256 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land, take next available exit on left.
Runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 6308.
That's coming out, it's fine.
Runway 31 left.
JetBlue 3199, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact to departure. JetBlue 953 cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 953 runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 79 cross runway 4 left. Endeavour 2271, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. JetBlue 8385, pushback approved facing south. Singapore 6527 heavy taxi to the intersection of Hotel Bravo and Alpha.
Runway 31 left, line of flight.
Singapore 6527 heavy, hold position. JetBlue 953, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 2147, cross runway 31 left. American 4573, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3383, heavy taxi to the intersection of Tango Alpha and Bravo. American 3383, heavy taxi to the intersection of November Charlie and Bravo. American 7023, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 5593, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 5617, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. UPS 256 heavy, taxi to terminal via Bravo. JetBlue 3389, cross runway 4 left. Tower 7864, taxi to terminal via Bravo Bravo. JetBlue 8385. Endeavour 2271, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. Delta 52901, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Cargo look 7169 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta 3946, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Cayman 6258, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 2147, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 79, cross runway 31 left. Yeah, we're getting all these on remotes now, so these are the guys that are obviously on the overflows. JetBlue 8385, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. Up Aviation 918, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. American 7023, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. FedEx 9284, heavy taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. JetBlue 2276, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. JetBlue 5617, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 259, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. This is crazy. Cargo 7169 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 1568 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Then a 471 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. UPS 90312 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Nope. UPS 90312 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 31 left. American 2372, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 1495, go around, contact departure. JetBlue 7829, taxi to terminal. JetBlue 79, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 3389, cross runway 31 left. Delta 1568 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 953 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. German cargo 5106 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet, cross. No. German cargo 5106 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Then a 6709 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Then a 6709 heavy, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 259, cross runway 4 left. Endeavour 2271, continue taxi. Delta 405, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. JetBlue 8385, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. American 953 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Cargo lock 7414 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. FedEx 90284 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. WestJet 7807, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Connie 18907 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. Cargo King 18907 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. JetBlue 2276, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 3389 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Endeavour 2271, cross runway 31 left. WestJet 931, actually. Singapore 6527 Heavy, continue taxi. JetBlue Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. Delta 1566, pushback approved, facing south. Cargo lock 7414 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 29771, runway 31 left, line up and wait. UPS 90312 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 1599, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. German Cargo 5106 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 3642 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. American 3642 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Nope, don't like it. American 3642 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 741, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 8385, continue taxi. Okay, they're all moving, UPS 6749 Heavy, continue taxi. Taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Delta 1526, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 3383 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. American 7023, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec via Bravo. American 2950 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2971, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Torino 7776 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. WestJet 90311, pushback approved, facing south. WestJet 4256, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 405, continue taxi. Endeavour 2271, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 259 across, runway 31 left. Not Connie. Cargo King 1381 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. WestJet 7807, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. JetBlue 259, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Torino 7776 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. LL 2593 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Hotel Bravo.
Runway 31 right, cleared to land.
Condor 5086 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf. Delta 5593, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. American 741, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. American 3383 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. They're all moving.
Runway 4 right, via Foxtrot Zulu.
Oh, this is still crazy.
Alaska 614.
Still crazy.
Taxi to terminal.
LL 8981 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. We've got about 30 more departures, I think. LL 2593 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 3946, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 259, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 8385, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 8385, runway 4 right, line up and wait. WestJet 4256, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. Condor 5086, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Hotel Bravo. Condor 5086 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Hotel Bravo.
Pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. JetBlue
American
7976.
9776, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 3113 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima.
Runway 4 right.
W8385, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
308.
Delta 405, cross runway 31 left. WestJet 4256, cross runway 4 left. Delta 1566, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left. And he's going Gateway 5617, taxi to terminal.
I'm reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
WestJet 7807, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. LL 8981 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. He's not ready yet. American 2950 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec via Bravo. American 425, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 7423, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Korean 9544 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Korean 1967 Super, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Delta 3946, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Cayman 6258, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Delta 5593, cross runway 31 left. Delta 405, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 6520.
American 7023, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 89014, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2406, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. LL 8981 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. JetBlue 8341, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 5190, runway 31 right, clear to land. Delta 405, cancel takeoff. Cayman 6258, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2372, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Singapore 6527 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha. No. Singapore 6527 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Singapore 6527 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Condor 5086 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Oh. He's going that way. Condor 5086 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 405, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 5539, Delta 5593, runway 4 right, line up and wet. American 2372, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Then 471 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. JetBlue 8436, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. WestJet 9311, runway 4 right via Zulu. Can't remember where that taxiway is, that's fine. Delta 1967, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. American 6998, runway 31 right, clear to land. FedEx 9284 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, hold short of Juliet. LS 9635, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Ethiopian Delta 5190, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha via Alpha. American 600 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. November 5 to India Alpha, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. Up Aviation 918, runway 31 left at Kilo Echo. Then 471 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, hold position. American 9776, hold position. UPS 9312 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 6578, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. FedEx 9284 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. Delta 5593, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 4256, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 2276, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. WestJet 7807, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. Cargo King 1897 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha Echo, cross runway 31 right.
Cross runway 4 left.
American 741 taxi to terminal. American 425 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Delta 7423 taxi to the intersection of Quebec and Bravo. UPS 9312 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Then 6709 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 8436, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. WestJet 9311, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. JetBlue 6578, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. Up Aviation 110, runway 31 right, clear to land. WestJet 4256, runway 4 right, line up and wait. They're all moving, they're all moving. American 2354, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. UPS 6749 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Finnair 6709 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 1599, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Negative. Unknown command.
JetBlue 8436, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. JetBlue 2310, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2406, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. Reno 9544, super taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Zulu. American 2950 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Zulu. American 2950 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 425, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Reno 9544, super taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 5337, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 6609, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 8032, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 1599, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 4256, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 1566, cross runway 31 left. FedEx 9284 Heavy, continue taxi. German Cargo 5106 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, continue taxi. Delta 1566, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 1967, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. JetBlue 6578, continue taxi. Southwest 9635, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 1777, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 9028, runway 31 right, clear to land. American 6998, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. And Up Aviation 110, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. American 5307, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. American 6008 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Quebec. German Cargo 5106 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3642 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 9776, continue taxi. Okay. JetBlue 788, pushback approved, facing south.
And Bravo, Southwest 3167 Heavy.
Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu.
Cross runway 31 right. FedEx 2054 Heavy.
American 878 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Tango Alpha. American
JetBlue 2310, taxi to the intersection of Quebec and Bravo. November 4180 Bravo, approved, expect runway 31 left. Okay, next 4 right. Delta 1566, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3642 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. FedEx 9284 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Delta 1526, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 3383 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 3113 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Reno 1967 Reno 1967 Super, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 7423 taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Viva 318 pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 2276 cross runway 31 left. FedEx 9284 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 2276, runway 4 right, line up and wet. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. WestJet 9311, continue taxi. Delta 1967, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 788, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Golf. Delta 1777, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. American 1249, runway 31 right, cleared for immediate. Delta 1249, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, can't go yet, so you can't go yet. Delta 7423, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 2310, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Hawaiian 8282 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 1249, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Delta 9028, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. I need to get these two across. Cargo King 1381 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. Cargo King 1381 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. JetBlue 2276, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Condor 5086 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 7807, cross runway 31 left. Okay, them two pushing up. Okay. Delta 7423, hold position. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, hold position. American 2406, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Singapore 6527 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Cargo King 1897 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. Cargo King 1381 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 4416, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 878 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. JetBlue 8341, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Whiskey. American 7075, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 7423, continue taxi. WestJet 7807, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 8436, continue taxi. JetBlue 788, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 6578, cross runway 31 left. Singapore 6527 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 9776, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 7023, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Hawaiian 7190 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 6008 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 5307, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 5337, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. LL 8981 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, crash runway 31 right. American 878 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, crash runway 31 right. American 878 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 6578, runway 4 right, line up and wet.
Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude
Runway 52 India Alpha, runway 31 left, line up and wet.
679er heavy.
American 2950 heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Oh, this is busy.
Runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 828.
JetBlue 6578, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. We are getting there. SkyWest 9635, runway 4 right, line up and wet.
Runway 3
We have a look at it from here. Just planes everywhere, innit?
Delta 98119er.
Pushback approved facing south. Delta 2103.
Okay. November 52 India Alpha, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Up Aviation 9018, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 425, runway 31 left at Kilo. American 425, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 31 left, cross runway 4 left. Korean Air 9544 Super, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. No.
Taxi and
Korean Air 9544 Super, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Korean Air 9544 Super, cross runway 4 left. Up Aviation 9018, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2263, runway 31 right, cleared to land. SkyWest 9635, cross runway 31 left. SkyWest 9635, runway 4 right, gone up and wet. Okay, we've got some guys down here that need moving. Viva 318, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima.
Up Aviation 748.
Viva 318, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 6609, a taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 6871, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. JetBlue 8914, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 7075, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 1249, a taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. JetBlue 6053, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. Delta 5190, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. American 9776, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2354, runway 31 left, line up and wet. SkyWest 9635, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 9311, crash runway 31 left. Ethiopian 3596 heavy, continue taxi. Delta 1777, crash runway 4 left. Delta 9028, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. JetBlue 890, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. American 2354, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 6749 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Delta 127, runway 31 right, clear to land. Saudi 4896 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2963 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. November 4180 Bravo, taxi to the intersection of Quebec and November. What's BWA? Caribbean 6654, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 2263, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. Cargo King 18997 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. UPS 6749 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. WestJet 9311, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 8436, cross runway 31 left. Delta 1526, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 2406, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. Delta 7423, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 2310, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 8914, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 8341, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 4416, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. Delta 1526, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 3383, crash runway, no. JetBlue 8436, crash runway 31 left. American 3383 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Delta 5190, taxi to terminal via Bravo Bravo. Delta 9028, taxi to terminal via Alpha. Yeah, Saudi ready.
Runway 31 right.
Saudi 4896 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 8032, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 5893, runway 31 right, cleared to land. JetBlue 890, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 306, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. American 3383 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 3113 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. JetBlue 8436, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 1967, cross runway 31 left. Cargo King 1381 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 127, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha. American 2963 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 6871, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 6998, taxi to terminal via Tango Alpha. American 5424, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. Delta 3113 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. We're nearly at the end of the list. There's 5 more that need push. American 7023, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet, cross runway 31 left. American 6008 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 6008 Heavy, cross runway 4 left. Delta 1967, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 788, cross runway 31 left. LL 8981 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 306, runway 4 right via Hotel Zulu. JetBlue 306, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. Okay. JetBlue 4416, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. JetBlue 6053, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. Caribbean 6654, taxi to the intersection of Whiskey and Charlie. American is there. JetBlue 8032, taxi to the intersection of Romeo and Bravo. November 4180 Bravo, runway 31 left at Mike. Up Aviation 110, taxi to terminal via Bravo. American 7023, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 788, runway 4 right, line up and wet. American 425, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 878 Heavy, runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left, hold short of Yankee. JetBlue 6368, pushback approved, expect runway 4 right. And there's one more JetBlue that needs a push apparently.
JetBlue 3719er.
Or is that the guy that is pushing? I think that's the one that is. JetBlue 3187, pushback approved, expect runway 31 left. American 5424, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. American 425, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 6186, runway 31 right, cleared to land. JetBlue 788, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 1777, cross runway 31 left. American 5307, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, cross runway 4 left. American 5337, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet, crash runway 4 left. Viva 318, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. JetBlue 6609, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. American 7075, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. Delta 1777, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ethiopian 3596 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Cargo King 1897 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 8341, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 127, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. Caribbean 6654, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. Delta 5893, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. Delta 5893, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Tango Alpha. Delta 6186, taxi to the intersection of Bravo. Delta 6186, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Whiskey. American 1495, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Cargo King 1897 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Reno 1967 Super, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 890, cross runway 31 left. Saudi 4896 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Saudi 4896 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. No. Saudi 4896 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. JetBlue 8914, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. JetBlue 8032, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. JetBlue 3187, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima. Keep all them moving. JetBlue 306, cross runway 4 left. Delta 127, taxi to terminal via Bravo Bravo. Korean 1967 Super, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2406, American 2950 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 890, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 878 Heavy, continue taxi. JetBlue 4416, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Caribbean 6654, runway 4 right via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left. Delta 6186, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha.
Runway 31 left via Foxtrot Zulu.
First time I've heard a transmission for a long time.
FedEx 205 for Heavy.
American 2963 Heavy, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. American 2950 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate... no. American 2950 Heavy, cancel takeoff. Can't go yet. He's going behind the 380. JetBlue 6368, runway 4 right via Golf Zulu. JetBlue 6053, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo Alpha, cross runway 31 right. American 1249, a taxi to terminal. American 2263, taxi to terminal. Delta 5893, taxi to terminal via Bravo. American 1495 taxi to terminal. Yeah, they're all moving.
Runway 31 left, line up and wait.
American 2950 heavy,
3113
runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. American 2406, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Cargo King 1381 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Command property error. Delta
Delta
1271.
6186, taxi to terminal via Alpha Bravo Bravo. Iberia 8027 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Runway 31 left at Juliet Alpha by Juliet.
I need to get this guy lined up, don't I? November 4180 Bravo. American 6871, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. JetBlue 6609 across, runway 4 left. November 4180 Bravo, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 7075 cross, runway 4 left. Viva 318 cross, runway 4 left. JetBlue 6368 cross, runway 4 left. I think that was all of our departures now.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Quebec. American 5977.
Oh, this is
Pushback approved. Expect
being
runway 31
crazy.
left.
JetBlue 6053, runway 4 right, via Foxtrot Zulu, cross runway 4 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 31
November
left.
410,
American 3414 heavy.
November 4180 Bravo, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. He's coming in there, he's coming in there.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 31 left. American
Yeah, we've got to get these guys rolling now.
Taxi and hold at the
I'm surprised all the
intersection of
arrivals
Taxiway
are still coming in.
Alpha, Delta 1388
We're pretty much at the end of the arrivals now, actually.
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
It's bringing arrivals in from the other hours, I
Contact
think.
departure. JetBlue 3719.
Oh no, we have 2 more in the hour. This is pretty much the end of it.
Alaska 614.
I don't know why it took us 2 hours to get that many arrivals in.
American 31908 heavy.
American 2406, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. November 4180 Bravo, turn left, heading 200. Iberia 8027 heavy, taxi to terminal. JetBlue 363, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 2310, runway 31 left, line up and wait. There's 4 rights we're just going to be able to send, I think. I don't think there's any more departures to come after the JetBlue, I think. No, there is one more JetBlue actually. It's JetBlue 6888. We did have a couple of go-arounds
Runway
actually, didn't
31 left at Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Cross
we?
runway
JetBlue
4 left.
2310, runway
Delta
31 left, cleared for
1787.
immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Saudia 4896 heavy cross, runway 4 left. JetBlue 8914 cross, runway 4 left. American 5424, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. JetBlue 8032, runway 31 left at Yankee via Juliet. JetBlue 3187, runway 31 left at Juliet Bravo via Juliet. American 29663 heavy, cross runway 4 left. American 6871, cross runway 4 left.
Continue taxi. Cross runway
Probably could have took some stuff off 31 right in between a couple of them arrivals, but wasn't really much, was there? I think if we had used 4 left as well, that would have been quite difficult. It's because we had the arrivals coming in. So yeah, using 4 right, and that's probably our only option. Cargo King 1381 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. LL 8981 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 306, JetBlue 306 cross runway 31 left. Yeah, we do have quite a few 4 right departures still to go as well.
Facing south. Delta 1271. Runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
Delta 7423, runway 4 right.
Alaska 614. Runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 3600.
Delta 7423, runway 4 right via Juliet. Nope, doesn't like it.
Taxi to
Delta
terminal
7423.
via Alpha Alpha.
Runway 31 left
Delta
at Juliet
138
Alpha.
heavy.
At Juliet Alpha. Delta 7423, runway 31 left. LL 8981 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 7423, runway 31 left. Korean Air 90544 Super, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 306, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. We're going to get the American after them anyway.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Echo Alpha, JetBlue 8257.
We've managed it pretty well,
Runway 31 right,
I must say.
cleared to land.
It's quite a lengthy
Eastern
video,
44.
so if you're still with me, thanks very much for watching this way
Runway
through.
31 left.
I wanted to make something a little bit crazy and a little bit special, and this has been very, very fun.
1738.
JetBlue 1533, runway 31 right, clear to land. JetBlue 363, taxi to terminal via Alpha. Okay, next one. Korean Air 9544 Super, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 878 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 8341, cross, runway 31 left. I'm very interested to see how many aircraft we've got through this. Because what we must say is
Negative. Unknown command. Egypt Air 6781 Heavy.
we're generally trying in for about 100 an hour, so yeah, 2 hours worth is probably going to be 200 aircraft.
American 2396 Heavy.
JetBlue 8341, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
American 3311.
It's probably going to be quite close, it's something probably too early. Don't worry about it, Joe. JetBlue 8341, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 878 Heavy, runway, he can't go yet actually. JetBlue 4416, cross runway 31 left. Oh, I think they crashed into each other. We'll pretend we didn't see that bit.
Runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
American 878 Heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching 1000, contact departure. We're just going to send him, I know it's a super into a heavy, but we're just going to send him. That's a brilliant picture in it. What a view that is. Delta 7423, runway 31 left, line up and wait. JetBlue 4416, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Caribbean 6654, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 1533, taxi to terminal via Alpha. New star is it? Northeastern. Northeastern 699, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Kilo Foxtrot in Alpha. Delta 2103.
Try and get some of these lighter aircraft going.
Taxi and hold at the
Keep
intersection
sending.
of taxiway Alpha and Echo Alpha. JetBlue 7976.
JetBlue 6368, cross runway 31 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway for right.
We're going to have a look from up here. We'll do the rest from here. Because we've not really played from this
Taxi
angle.
terminal via Tango Alpha. American 541.
Delta 7423, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 5307, runway 31 left, line up and wait. Get one more departure out. Caribbean 6654, runway 4 right, line up and wait. JetBlue 4416, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 6053, runway, JetBlue 6053, cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 8914, cross runway 4 left. American 5337, runway 31 left, line up and wait. American 5307, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Caribbean 6654, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 6368, runway 4 right, line up and wait. Hawaiian 7190 Heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Runway 31 left, line up and wait. Delta
American 6871, cross runway 4 left. American 5337, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get him rolling.
Negative. Unknown command. JetBlue 79er76.
Pushback
Go
approved.
for the next
Facing south.
arrival.
West
Nearly
jet
there.
1268.
Taxi to terminal.
Very,
via
very
Bravo,
crazy, isn't it?
Quebec. Northeastern 424. Cross runway 31 right. 5 west 1580 heavy. Hold position. Northeastern 424. Come on, property error. American 3414 heavy.
Hawaiian 719. Okay. American 6008 heavy runway 31 left, gone up and wet. Hawaiian 7190 heavy runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Bravo and Lima, via Bravo. American 3414 heavy.
JetBlue 6368 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 6053 runway 4 right, gone up and wet.
Runway 4 right.
JetBlue 8032 crash runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 79er
JetBlue
76.
3187 crash runway 4 left. Viva 318 runway 31 left, gone up and wet.
Runway 31 right. Cleared to land.
There's our last
JetBlue
arrival, the
5667.
JetBlue 6888, which
Continue taxi.
was
Northeastern
meant to land
424.
over an hour ago.
Runway 31 left. Line up and wait.
American
Up
6008
Aviation
heavy
7
runway
right.
31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 7075 runway 31 left, gone up and wet. JetBlue 6053 runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Northeastern 699 taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec. American 5424 crash runway 4 left.
Runway 31 left. At Juliet Alpha via Juliet.
Claudia
Cross runway
4896
4
heavy runway
Delta
31 left via
1271.
Juliet. Claudia 4896 heavy runway 31 left at Zulu via Juliet. JetBlue 8914. Yeah. American 2963 heavy runway 31 left at Zulu via Juliet. American 2963 heavy runway 31 left at Zulu via Juliet. Nope. American 2963 heavy runway 31 left at Zulu via Juliet. There goes that one. American can come next.
Runway 31 left.
Who's coming in?
Bravo,
Probably
via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left.
American 7075 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing south. Delta 4710.
We'll end on the American, we'll get the heavies out
Runway
at the
31
end.
left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact
JetBlue
departure.
6888
Up
runway
Aviation 748.
31 right, clear to land.
Negative.
It is bringing a few arrivals in
Digit 781 heavy.
from other hours,
Pushback
because
approved. Expect runway 31 left.
that
American
northeastern that
549.
landed was from 1254,
Runway
so
4 right.
because you're
Via
still
Alpha.
playing it brings that in.
Foxtrot.
We
Zulu.
might get
Cross
one more
runway
of
4
them
left.
because it's GA, but
JetBlue
that's probably
5180.
it. JetBlue 6609 runway 31 left, gone up and wet. Viva 318 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 31 left. At Yankee via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. American 5977. Runway 31 left. At Juliet Alpha via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Southwest 3167 heavy.
And JetBlue's going next.
Facing south. Delta 539er.
Look at the D-Bright. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Like, look at the D-Bright in the top left. It's just aircraft absolutely everywhere.
Negative.
JetBlue 8914 runway 31 left, gone up and wet. JetBlue 6609 runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Runway 31 left. At Juliet Bravo via Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. American 3311.
Go. The last aircraft in for arrival, get these going, and then we'll have a successful schedule. We do have another northeastern, but we'll just delete
Runway
them.
31 left. Line up and wait. FedEx 205 for heavy.
Oh, there is this Delta as well. I don't know where this
Pushback
Delta's come
approved
from.
facing south. Delta 2484 heavy.
He's a 1122 arrival, so he must be there. Delta 1026 heavy, runway 31 right, clear to land. American 5424, runway 31 left, gone up and wet. JetBlue 8914, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved.
Got them
Expect runway
lining
4
up
right.
quickly.
JetBlue 5019.
Saudi 4896 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet.
Cross runway 31 left, JetBlue 8257.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Bravo.
He's going to Bravo, so that's fine.
Runway
JetBlue 3187, runway 31 left at Yankee.
Reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. FedEx 2054 heavy.
American 5424, runway 31 left, wait for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. There we go, we'll be rotating now. American 6871, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
Runway 31 left. Line up and wait. Delta 1786
Nice reflection off the water there.
Runway 4 right, via Golf.
I'm gonna, I want to just see the numbers at the end of this and just see the absolute difference between arrivals and departures in this video. It's been absolutely crazy. These are quite kind of ones that you do want to test though. Like you're always going to get more departures than arrivals. Yeah, it is quite interesting, isn't it? JetBlue 8032, runway 31 left, line up and wet. American 6871, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 4 right, cleared for immediate
Go
takeoff.
next, JetBlue.
Altitude 1000,
I'm going to delete that
JetBlue
aircraft.
8257.
Cross runway 31 left. JetBlue 7976.
We'll leave the, we're going to leave the Delta, but we're going to delete
Alaska
the other one.
5371.
JetBlue 3187, runway 31 left, line up and wet. JetBlue 6888, taxi to terminal via Alpha. JetBlue 8032, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact to departure.
Runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Send him a
On
little bit
reaching
early, it's
altitude
fine.
1000. Contact departure.
Saudi is lined up.
Delta 1786.
They're all lined up, ready to go.
Runway 31 left. Line up and wait.
JetBlue is going to go on taxiing, and that Delta's got a long taxi, so...
Delta 2484 heavy.
Well, I don't think he does actually, he's
Taxi
going
and hold at the intersection
to
of
take it to the
taxiway
right.
Bravo and Kilo Echo. Delta
Delta
539er.
1026 heavy, take next available exit on right.
Taxi and hold at the intersection.
JetBlue
of
3187,
taxiway
runway
Bravo
31
and Kilo
left,
Echo.
cleared
Delta
for immediate
4710.
takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Yeah, we're rotating about now.
Pushback
There we go.
approved, expect runway 31 left. Egypt Air 6781 heavy.
Hopefully it touches down just as we get the
Taxi
last
at the
one
intersection
going.
of Taxiway Bravo and Lima via Bravo. Ricky
And these
248.
two will also be in, so have an empty
Taxi at
airport.
intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Lima via Bravo. American 549er 4.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha. And Echo
Hopefully he comes off
JetBlue
at,
5019.
we get him to vacate there.
Runway 31 right.
Delta 1026 heavy, exit at taxiway Charlie 3. And then
Cross runway 4 left. West Jet
we can get him
1268.
straight in. Saudi 4896 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2963 heavy, runway 31 left, line up and wet. Nice way to end the video this.
Runway 31 left. At your lead Alpha. Via
He's
Alpha.
in.
Juliet. Cross runway 4 left.
And
Delta
he will
2484 heavy.
be into his stand
Pushback
very
approved, facing
soon.
south. Delta 8841
Walking
heavy.
in there. Delta's now
Pushback
touching
approved, expect
down.
runway 4 right. JetBlue 9118.
Hopefully he vacates all the way up
Taxi to
there
Charlie.
at Charlie 3 and then we can get him
5667.
straight into his stand.
Runway 4 right.
Do we have a
Line
view
up and
over
wait.
there?
JetBlue 7976. Runway 31 left.
We
Line up
do.
and
I
wait.
thought we did have a
Delta
camera over there.
1271.
Is that FL? Oh,
Runway
and what?
31 left. Clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Delta 2103.
Yeah, did have it over here, but we're going to try and get him to vacate at Charlie 3 and he's going to go and park up here somewhere in one of these random
Pushback approved.
further.
Expect runway 31 left. Cargo lot 7169er heavy.
American 2963 heavy, runway 31 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. So there he goes.
Command property error. UPS 6418
Hopefully he's going to vacate at Charlie
Taxi enrolled in
3.
the intersection of taxiway Sierra and Bravo. UPS 6418 Hubby.
Easiest thing for us
Push
to
back,
do.
expect runway
I need to
31
play this on the
left.
1-3s. I've never played
136.
JFK on the 1-3s, I don't think.
Runway
Delta
4 right.
1026 every
Cleared for
taxi to
immediate
ramp
takeoff.
via Charlie
On
3.
reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. JetBlue 79er76.
Straight into that stand there.
Negative.
Beautiful.
Unknown command. JetBlue 5180.
JetBlue 6888
Runway
is
31 left.
into
Cleared
his.
for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude
So
1000.
let's go
Contact
and
departure.
sit over
Delta
here a minute
1271.
and wait for him to come and get into
Pushback
his
approved.
stand.
Expect runway 31 left.
As we see the American depart in the distance.
Switchback approved. Expect runway 31 left. UPS 4600 pound. Runway 31 right.
Now it's trying to give me another GA departure. We're not doing another GA departure.
Cross
There goes the
runway
American.
31 left. JetBlue
We're going to come into this
5180.
empty stand.
Runway 31 left.
Quite a few. I
Line
think
up
these
and
are all
wait.
cargo stands.
American
These.
5977.
Again, we had all that catch-all, so
Runway
just
31
put
left.
some wherever they
Heading
think they need
via
to go.
Juliet. Cross runway 4 left. Delta 539er.
Here comes the
Runway
last
31
arrival.
left.
We'll just
At
watch him come
Bravo.
into
Juliet.
this
Cross runway 4
stand
left.
over here.
Delta 4710.
Runway 4 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Very nice.
Contact
Delta
departure.
A330-900
JetBlue
Neo. There goes the American. You can see many, many tanks in the distance.
Runway 31 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. American 5977.
We'll watch him spool down the engines. There we go.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Hotel Bravo. Delta
The engines
7065 heavy.
are off.
Command wrong
Okay.
start. Delta 8841 heavy.
We will leave it there. So, as I said, that was very, very interesting. I've got us down of playing just over 2 hours, so around 2 hours and 10 minutes. Again, as I said, we planned 200 and it gives us a little bit more in terms of GA. We had a couple of deletions, but let's have a look at the numbers that we've done for today. Turn the music off so you don't hear that. There you go. So we got 203 movements, but we deleted 3 aeroplanes. Guessing. There. So you can see all my stats and stuff here, but the main thing is we got 203 and we deleted 3, so it's bang on 200, which is exactly what we wanted today. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Obviously we got a few major faults with like delays and stuff like that. We had a few runway stuff where you get obviously you can get to a stage where you send a lighter aircraft before the heavy and stuff like that. It's always going to happen when you're playing games like this, but yeah, pretty happy. We hit the 200. It took us quite a while to get there in the end, but we've hit the 200 episodes and we've hit 200 aircraft on that episode. So yeah, overall pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think. And as I said, as always, thanks very much for the support throughout the series. We will continue to keep playing this. There'll be very frequent uploads, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel. And as I said, we'll always check out the new reports and try new things. If you do like the content, as I said, please do like and subscribe. I know we've done a lot of these videos and I say it all the time, but it does help me out and it does help me grow the channel so I can keep doing these and obviously look at the new reports when they get released and everything like that we do with the channel. If you do have any questions, any comments, feedback or anything like that around this video, anything in general around the game or anything that you struggle with, or if you want to do anything, any multiplayer or anything, please do let me know. You can drop anything in the comments section below or reach out to me directly on Discord. I will get back to you. If you do have any suggestions for anything you do want to see on a future video, then please do let me know and I will take that into consideration. But for now, thanks so much for watching and thanks again for the support on the 200 episodes. I will see you in the next video.